All right, if you're skinny trying to build muscle, I'm gonna show you exactly what to eat each day in order to hit your goals. All right, so this is exactly what to eat if you are skinny trying to build muscle. All right, so we got the first thing you're gonna wanna do is probably get something like Macrofactor. It's an app on the App Store that you can use to help you track your calories each day. I would also make sure that you at least have like a cup measurer and teaspoon and tablespoon measurer. And it would be really nice if you had a scale, tabletop scale. Now, obviously, it's just about eating more and getting in the gym and training with resistance training. That's the gist of it, but I'm going a little more into detail on this and helping you so that there's no question about it that you will gain muscle and size. So we got tabletop scale, a teaspoon measurer, tablespoon measurer, all right. And what you're gonna wanna do is use Macrofactor to track a slight caloric surplus, probably 0.5 to a pound per week surplus. All right? And then what you're gonna wanna do as well is make sure you're getting a gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. So say you're 130 pounds right now and your goal is maybe, say, I'm 6 foot 170s and I started at 130. So maybe your goal weight is 170 pounds. Eat 170 grams of protein per day. So we got 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. All right, awesome. So we got that squared away. That's tracking everything. So what exactly could you eat in order to hit this goal? So if you divide maybe 170 by 4 to 3 meals a day, how many grams of protein might that be? I'm not quite sure. 170 divided by 4? Yeah, so it is about like 40. It's 42.5. So if you're doing 4 meals a day, maybe you do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a shake, or you could do a snack. Then you're gonna do about 40 to 0.5 grams of protein per day. But you just divide your goal weight by 4 or how many meals you have in a day, and then you can get kind of more of an idea of how many grams of protein you need to hit in each meal. And it doesn't have to be exactly 1 gram of protein. It can be somewhere between 0.8 and 1.5 grams of protein per pound of your goal weight per day. So we're gonna say maybe like around 40 grams of protein per meal. So how can you do this? Super easy, cheap way to do it, obviously, is gonna be like chicken. Prepping up some chicken breast with stovetop. You can cook it with some seasonings, have it prepped up, and have it with some different carbohydrates and healthy fats. But you could also even go to Costco or Walmart and get a rotisserie chicken if you're tight on time, and you can also just take bits of meat off of the rotisserie chicken throughout the week as well. That's kind of a a hack if you're tight on time. So chicken, beef, whey protein, isolate, and I love this Fage yogurt. I'm going to show you it really quick. So 17 grams of protein per serving, like a 3/4 cup. And then if you do this with granola, put some almond butter as well on there. That's a lot of protein. That's about the amount you're looking for. So that's breakfast for me every day. But you could also do something like a scrambled eggs with, if you scramble them with cottage cheese, that's another hack. It sounds weird, but it tastes good. I do that from time to time as well. And then some avocado with the scrambled eggs, get some healthy fats in. So that brings me to healthy fats as well. We'll put granola. So there's your proteins. And then we'll put fish as well. You get fish for your proteins. There's an idea for different proteins you can get, but then there's also healthy fats. So I aim for about 30% of my daily intake as healthy fats. This is going to ensure that you're not like just eating protein and carbs. And what happens if you're just eating protein and carbs and not getting your healthy fats, not eating like vegetables, stuff like that? It's gonna show. Your face might break out. Different things. You might feel just weak. You wanna definitely have some healthy fats. All right, so we got some avocado, coconut oil. I put coconut oil in my coffee, or you can put it in your shakes. Olive oil, nuts, fish. Yeah, that's a good handful of different options for healthy fats you can get. And then we got carbohydrates. So personally, I have started staying away from gluten. I tried this Whole30 thing, and I found that I'm a little intolerant to gluten, so I don't really eat that anymore. What I go to for my carbohydrates, there's these Siete chips. Those are great. You can make some nachos, just load it up with, basically everything, like some avocado, and you can put some chicken or beef, and then you can just put different vegetables like the cherry tomatoes, stuff like that. And yeah, just load them up. But these Siete chips are actually a little expensive. So if you don't care about like intolerance to gluten and stuff like that, you can do kind of any carbohydrate. You could do you can do normal like cafe style chips, tortilla chips. You could do rice, white jasmine rice or brown rice. What else? We got You can do tortillas of any kind. You could do bread, obviously. You can do kind of whatever for your carbohydrates. That's up to you, and whatever makes you feel good. But I recommend paying attention to how you feel after you eat different things, because that's been a game changer for me recently, is actually paying attention to how I feel after I've eaten something. So yeah, what do we want to stay away from? Probably like more processed stuff, like Chester's hot fries for me, or any fast food. Stuff like that. Even just eating out in general, it's just so difficult to stay away from foods that are not going to make you feel as good. So, sticking at home and making those home cooked meals is really, it's the way to go. But, if you're ever going out with family, it's okay every now and then, and get something you like. And yeah. So yeah, that's basically the gist of everything you should be eating. Also in protein, obviously eggs. And cottage cheese. Awesome. So let's just go over it one last time. We got exactly what to eat. So you're gonna get macrofactor, get a tabletop scale, tablespoon or teaspoon measurer, maybe a cup measurer as well. And in macrofactor, you'll put a half a pound to a pound caloric surplus and track that each day. Track what you're eating every day. I would go for all of these foods that we've listed here. You can put together different really tasty meals with all of this food. Just put it together in a bowl, and it's all really tasty. You can feel free to season it as much as you want, and you can add maybe a tablespoon of whatever sauce you would like as well. And then you're aiming for a gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. So I'm about maybe 6 foot, 170 some pounds. Whatever your goal weight might be, just eat a gram of protein per pound of your goal weight per day. And that's about it. Make sure you're getting those healthy fats so your skin doesn't break out, anything like that. That's a mistake that I made early on when I was first getting into lifting. All I cared about was getting the protein and my carbs in, and my face broke out pretty bad. It's not fun. So yeah, just make sure you're still getting those healthy fats. Get plenty of vegetables as well. Feel free to order any, vegetables that you would enjoy eating with these foods. Mix them in, and yeah. Best of luck, bro. That's about all there is to it. It's not very complicated at all. You got this, bro.